Hello students, continuing Gmat series. First question today is if y is equal to modulus or absolute value of 3x minus 5 divided by minus x square minus 3. For what value of x will the value of y be greatest? See, the numerator part is absolute value of 3x minus 5. So here there is one property of absolute value that whatever with the inside the value, the outcome will always be greater than equal to 0. So 3x minus 5 irrespective of the value of x, the outcome of this will always be greater than or equal to 0 because modulus only calculates the magnitude or absolute value. Right? Now this is very important concept which is commonly tested in Gmat. So absolute value of anything which is inside irrespective of the value of x, it will be always greater than or equal to 0. Now in denominator, and there is another concept. Let us suppose there is a real number x, right? X square will always be greater than or equal to 0. The square of any real number will always be greater than or equal to 0. Now since we need in the denominator minus x square, so if I multiply both sides by negative, so this will be minus x square less than equal to 0, right? Because we know that whenever we multiply an inequality with a negative sign, then the sign of inequality changes or shifts to the other side, right? Now, but we need minus x square minus 3, so adding minus 3 to both sides, I'll get minus x square minus 3 less than equal to minus 3, right? So that means that numerator will be always having value greater than equal to 0 and denominator will have its value less than equal to minus 3, right? Now in this case, now we have been asked that for what value of x will the value of y be greatest. So now it has been established that from it is established that the whole it can't have the value greater than 0, right? But it can have value equal to 0. Why is that? Because it will always be minus less than equal to minus 3 in the denominator. Here if it is 1, 2, 3 or something, so it will become negative and it will fall to the left side of the number line. So there is one common value we can have, that will be 0 at when it is equal to 0. So for this, that means that absolute value of 3x minus 5 should be equal to 0, right? Or I can say 3x minus 5 equal to 0, 3x equal to 5 and x equal to 5 by 3. So since it is the greatest, all other values will be towards this side, right, or negative. The greatest value 0 is possible over here, but no positive value is possible, right? See, in absolute values cases, we first take the positive as well as the negative of this also. Minus 3x minus 5 should be equal to 0, or minus 3x plus 5 should be equal to 0. So this is minus 3x minus 5, or x is equal to 5 by 3. From both options, for y to have its greatest value, and that greatest value, except all other values, all other values will be negative. One value is that is greatest, that is 0, and that will happen when x is equal to 5 by 3. So the correct option for this is option E. Employee X annual salary is 12,000 more than half of employee Y's annual salary. Employee Z's annual salary is 15,000 more than half of employee X annual salary. If employee X annual salary is 27,500, which of the following lists these three people in order of increasing annual salary? So there are three employees X, Y and Z. Let us suppose their salaries are A, B and C. Right? Now we know that A is equal to the salary of X. Employee X annual salary is 12,000 more than half of employee Y's annual salary. So half of employee Y's salary plus 12,000. So that will be B by 2 plus 12,000 will be equal to the salary of X. Right? Now other thing he says that employee Z's annual salary is 15,000 more than half of employee X annual salary. So that is employee Z's salary is C, and that is equal to 15,000 more than half of employee X annual salary. So that is A by 2 plus 15,000. Right? Now further he says that if employee X annual salary is 27,000, so now this A has been given us to 27,500. Right? So if we put the value of A over here, so that will become 27,500 minus 12,000, shifting 12,000 to this side will be equal to B by 2, right? Now 27,000 minus 12,000 will be 15,000, right? So this will be 15,500. So 15,500 is equal to B by 2, or B is equal to 15,500. 15,000 into 2 is 30,000 and 500 into 2 is, so that will be 31,000 salary of B. So B is having salary 31,000. Now C. For C, A is 27,500 plus you can add over here taking LCM, so this will be 30,000, fine, divided by 2. So this will be 57,500, 57,500 divided by 2. So this will be further equal to 2, 1 remainder 17, so 8, 1 remainder 15, so that will be 2, 8, 15 and that 2, 7, 2, 8, 7 and then 1 remainder, so 5 and 0. So 28,750 will be the salary of employee Z. Now the question asks us to arrange this in the order of increasing annual salary. So first of all we will find the increasing salary, means we have to arrange from the lowest to the as in the increasing order. So the lowest salary will be, yes, the lowest salary will be of X, 27,500. So X will be placed over here. Then the salary will be Z, 28. Then last, the highest salaries of Y. So order of increasing salaries is X, Z and Y. So look for the option X, Z, Y. So that is option E is the right answer. The formula above gives the contribution C in dollars to a certain profit sharing plan for a participant with a salary of S dollars. How many more dollars is the contribution for a participant with a salary of 70,000 than for a participant with a salary of 50,000? So now contribution is like this: 0.10 S is salary if S is less than or equal to 60,000. So this salary 50,000 will fall under this category. Now 70,000, 0.10 S plus 0.04 S minus 60,000 if S is greater than 60,000. So this is under for the 70,000 category. For the person, we have been asked to find the difference or how much participation will this participant give more than this 50,000. So for the participant with the salary 70,000, the total contribution will be, let us suppose that C1 will be equal to 0.10 of S, that is 70,000, fine, plus 0.04 into 70,000 minus 60,000 will be 10,000, fine. Now this is basically 100, so it will cancel over 2 zeros. So 70030 7,000 plus 4 upon 100 multiplied by 10,000. So this will be 400. So total contribution made by the person with the salary 70,000 is $7,400. Right? Now to find the contribution made by a person having salary 50,000, it is simply 0.10 of the salary. So that is 0.10 multiplied by 50,000 if condition is salary is less than equal to 60,000. So this falls under this category. So this will be divided by 100. So this will be 5,000. So the overall difference will be 7,400 minus 5,000. So this is basically $2,400. So this amount of this is that amount which this participant gives more than this participant. So we will look for the right option, and right option is $2,400. Option D is the right option. Next month, Ron and Kathy will each begin working part-time at 3.3 by 5 of their respective current salary. If the sum of their reduced salaries will be equal to Kathy's current salary, then Ron's current salary is what fraction of the Kathy's current salary? So the question they say is that they now from the next month their salaries have been reduced to 3 by 5 of their respective current salaries. If the sum of their reduced salaries will be equal to Kathy's current salary, let us suppose that R and C represent their current salaries, current salaries. Now, in the next month, they will receive 3 by 5 of R of their respective current salary. So, Ron will receive 3 by 5 of their current salary, his current salary, and Kathy will receive 3 by 5 of C, 3 by 5 of Kathy's current salary. Fine. Now, the question says if the sum of their reduced salaries will be equal to Kathy's current salary, and current salary is C. So, that means 3 by 5 of R plus 3 by 5 of C is equal to C. Now, we can shift it to this side. So, 3 by 5 of R will be equal to taking C common, this will be 1 minus 3 by 5. So this will be further equal to taking 5 as LCM. 5 minus 3 is 2. So that means 3 by 5 of R is equal to 2 by 5 of C. So Ron's current salary will be what fraction? So that will be shifting 3 by 5 to other side. So this will be 2 by 5 multiplied by 5 by 3 C. So this will be Ron's salary will be what fraction? That will be 2 by 3 fraction of C. That is Kathy's current salary. So right option will be E option, 2 by 3, E option. The cost of purchasing each box of candy from a certain mail order catalog is $V per pound of candy plus a shipping charge of H dollars. How many dollars does it cost to purchase 2 boxes of candy, one containing S pounds of candy and other containing T pounds of candy from this catalog? So there is a catalog from which we have to order 2 boxes of candy. So we have been given that V dollars per pound is the charge that they will be costing plus a shipping charge of H dollars. So first is S pounds, 1 box is containing S pounds of candy, so multiplied by V plus T pounds of candy multiplied by V, right? Plus there will be one shipping charge for this, that will be H, plus shipping charge for ordering T pounds of candy will be H. So taking V common over here, so this will be V S plus T plus twice of H. So this option is in option E. So option E is the right answer. If x is not equal to minus 1 by 2, then 6x cube plus 3x square minus 8x minus 4 whole divided by 2x plus 1 is equal to. Now see here he has given x is not equal to minus 1 by 2. What does that mean? It is given by, because if we put in the denominator the value of x as minus 1 by 2, 2 and 2 will get cancelled, so you will be having minus 1 plus 1. So you know that anything divided by 0 is undefined or infinity. So that's why he has put a condition here that x can't be equal to minus 1 by 2. Now we will solve this. 6x cube plus 3x square minus 8x minus 4 whole divided by 2x plus 1. So in numerator we will take 3x square common in this, in first two terms. So we'll be having 3x square as common. We will be left with, here it will be left with 2x plus 1. Now here I can take common minus 4. So here it will be all this 8x, 4 common, so 2x plus 1 whole divided by 2x plus 1. Now in numerator I can take 2x plus 1 common. So 2x plus 1 common. So I will be left with 3x square minus 4 whole divided by 2x plus 1. So this will get cancelled. You will be left with 3x square minus 4. So the right option is option number C. If x square plus bx plus 5 is equal to x plus c whole square for all numbers x where b and c are positive constants, what is the value of b? So x square plus bx plus 5 is equal to x square plus 2cx plus c square, right? Now comparing this, see this is x square, so the coefficient of x in both sides is, here it is 2c, here it is b, so that means 2c is equal to b and c square should be equal to 5, so c square is 5. From this we come to know that c will be equal to plus minus under root of 5. Now we have been given that where b and c are positive constants, so that means negative value will be discarded, so c will be having value positive root 5. Now put this value into this, we will get the value of b as 2 root 5. So we have asked the value of b, so the value of b is 2 root 5. So right option is option C. Last year Shannon listened to a certain public radio station 10 hours per week and contributed $35 to the station. Of the following options, which is the closest to Shannon's contribution per minute of listening time last year? So he's asking the contribution made per minute for listening time of a full year. So this here it has been given that 10 hours per week. So 10 hours per week, we know that there are 52 weeks in a year. So 10 hours multiplied by 52 will give us total listening time in hours. We know that 1 hour is having 60 minutes, so multiplied by 60 to get the total number of minutes he listened the music in the whole year. So this will be equal to, this comes out to be 31,200 minutes per year. That specific year he listened to the music and made a contribution of $35. Now the question asks which is closest to the Shannon's contribution per minute of listening time last year. So that will be equal to 35 divided by 31,200, right? So this is dollars per minute, right? Now it can be written as 35 divided by 312 into 100. Now this question we can solve. 35 divisor is 312, so we have to put 1 point over here, it will become 350. So 0.1 divided, so 1 divided, so it will be 312. So approximately it will be around about 0.1. So 0.1 divided by this 100. So this will be equal to $0.001 per minute is its contribution. So right option will be the option number A. Each of the 20 employees at company J is to receive an end of year bonus this year. Agnes will receive a larger bonus than any other employee, right? So that means Agnes will receive the maximum bonus and rest 19 employees will receive less bonus. But only $500 more than Cheryl will receive. None of the employees will receive a smaller bonus than Cheryl. So if the amount of money is to be distributed in bonuses at company J this year totals $60,000. What is the largest bonus Agnes can receive? So there are total 20 employees. Let's write down the data given to us. There are total 20 employees, and out of which Agnes has to receive the largest bonus, right? Larger bonus, right? Than any other employee. Now there is one more condition, that but only $500 more than Cheryl. So let us suppose Agnes receives $1 of bonus, then Cheryl will receive A minus $500, right? Now there is one logic over here, that if Agnes will receive the maximum, that means the rest maximum Agnes will receive in a condition where rest of the 19 employees will receive the minimum bonus, right? So will receive minimum bonus, right? In that condition, Agnes will receive the maximum bonus. Now there is one more condition, that none of the employees will receive a smaller bonus than Cheryl. So there are, one is $8, then is A minus 500, and there has been condition that other 18 employees can't have less than Cheryl. So they must be in this range, right? But we have already established that for A to be maximum, 19 employees should get the minimum. So that means they can have this much of bonus. In that condition, A will get the maximum bonus. If we have some value over here, that will cause A to decrease its value. So that we can write this as, and why we are writing this at A minus 500 equal to 19, that because there is no condition that other 18 employees can't receive the bonus as Cheryl. So the equation becomes A plus 19 into A minus 500 should be equal to 60,000. So this will be A plus 19A minus 19 into 500 will be 9500 equal to 60,000. So this will be 20A. 20A will be equal to 69,500, or we can say A is equal to 69,500 divided by 20. So this will be 3, then 4, 1 carry 15, 7, 1 carry 10, 5. So Agnes will receive $3,475 as bonus, provided all other employees receive bonus equal to A minus 500. So right option will be option D. So this is the only condition in which Agnes can maximize his bonus. Beth, Naomi and Yuan raised a total of $55 for charity. Naomi raised 5 less than Yuan, and Yuan raised twice as much as Beth. How much did Beth raise? So let us suppose their contribution be B, N and J. Since the initials are different alphabets, so we can assign them their individual contribution. So this totals up to $55. Now we have been given that Naomi raised 5 less than Jion. So that means Naomi raised J minus 5. Right? Now Juan raised twice as much as Beth. So Juan raised twice as much as Beth. Right? Now we have to calculate the how much did Beth raise. So we'll try to make the equation in terms of B. So now if I put J over here, so N will be equal to 2B minus 5, right? And J is already in terms of B. So we'll put these values of Naomi and Juan. So B will remain as it is. So N will be 2B minus 5 plus J is 2B. So this should be equal to 55. So now 2B, 4B and 5B. 5B is equal to, shifting this minus 5 to this side, it will become 60. So B will be equal to 60 by 5 equal to $12. So Beth's contribution to this charity is $12, option C. Now let us suppose if the question asks us the amount raised by Naomi or Juan. So in that case, Juan's contribution will be 2 into 12, $24, right? And Naomi's contribution will be 2B minus 5, so that will be 19. Now 24 plus 19 plus 12. So this will be 9, 4, 13, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in all total, $55 contribution has been made, and Beth's contribution is $12. The set of solutions for the equation x square minus 25 whole square equal to x square minus 10x plus 25 contains how many real number? So first of all, we will try to factorize this. So x square minus 25 whole square is equal to x whole square plus 25 is 5 whole square minus 2 of the formula x and then 5. So this becomes minus 10x. So this is basically x minus 5 whole square. Right? So this is equal to x square minus 25 whole square. Right? Now see here I can write it as x whole square minus 5 whole square whole raised to power 2 equal to x minus 5 whole square. Now this becomes, here I have used the formula a minus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. Here now it becomes a square minus b square. So it will be equal to a minus b into a plus b. So this will become x minus 5 and x plus 5 whole square equal to x minus 5 whole square. So it will be further equal to, opening the brackets, it will be x minus 5 whole square multiplied by x plus 5 whole square equal to x minus 5 whole square. Now in normally what you do, you will cancel this, but no, we will not cancel it because we have to find out how many real numbers are there. So we'll retain this and we'll shift it to this side. So this will become x minus 5 whole square multiplied by x plus 5 whole square minus x minus 5 whole square equal to 0. Now I will take x minus 5 whole square common. So inside I will be left with x plus 5 whole square minus 1, or I can write 1 square. So this again becomes a square minus b square. So this will be x minus 5 whole square multiplied by a plus b. So that will be x plus 5 plus 1, and a minus b will be x plus 5 minus 1 equal to 0. So this will be equal to x minus 5 whole square. This will be x plus 6 and this will be x plus 4. So now we will equate each with equal to 0. So x minus 5 whole square equal to 0. So x minus 5 equal to 0, or x is equal to 5. And from here I will be getting value x equal to minus 6 by equating it to 0, and x equal to minus 4. So in all there are 3 possible values, 5, minus 6 and minus 4. So there are how many real numbers? 3. So right option will be option number D. Here you must understand that we can't cancel out here. We need to solve it, otherwise there will be only one real number possible, that is x plus 5 whole square equal to 1. So this will be x plus 5 equal to 1, as under root of 1 is positive 1, or we can take two values plus minus 1. So in that case x will be equal to 1 minus 5 and minus 1 minus 5. So this will be minus 4 and minus 6. So you would be not having this value, and you might tick the right option as option number C. The average arithmetic mean of the positive integers x, y and z is 3. If x is less than y is less than z, what is the greatest possible value of z? Now average arithmetic mean is, that means x plus y plus z whole divided by 3 is equal to 3. This implies that x plus y plus z, the sum of these three numbers will be equal to 9. Now we have been asked that z greatest possible value of z. So how can this happen? When these will have minimum values, and that is, these are all positive integers. So if I assign the value of 1 and 1 to this, so z will have value 9 minus 2 7. But here it has given one condition, that x is less than y is less than z. So that means x is less than y. So these are not equal. So the next value I can put over here is 2 in order to maximize this. So in this is the value I can assign x to x as 1 and to y as 2. And the condition of x is less than y is also fulfilled. So in that case z will have the value equal to 9 minus 3 equal to 6. Had it been the case that they have given that these are positive integers and x is equal to y, what is the possible of z? Possible greatest value of z? In that case we could have put the value of x and y both as 1. But here x has to be less than y. So the very next value I can consecutive value will assign to y will be 2. So the value of z is 6. So right option will be option number B. The product of 3305 and one digit integer x is a 5-digit integer. So it is like this: 3305 multiplied by x is a 5-digit integer. The unit 1 digit of the product is 5. So we will place 5 over here. And the 100th digit is y. Unit tens, and this is 100. Right? If a is the set of all possible values of x, so all possible value of x, so this will be a, and b is the set of all possible values of y, so this we are referring with b, then which of the following gives the members of a and b? Now see, the possible values of x can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, right? As it is a single digit number. Now, and provided this is a 5-digit number, so when I multiply 330 by 1, so it again yields me 3305. So that means it is not a 5-digit number. So x can't be 1. No. 3305 multiplied by 2. So this is 3300 into 2. So that will be 6600. And then 5 multiplied by 2 will be 10. So this is 6610. So again it is a 4-digit number. So x can't take the value 2. Now other is 3305, next is 3. So this will be 3300 multiplied by 3 and then 3 multiplied by 5. So this will have value 9915, which is also a 4-digit number. So x can't have the value 3. Now moving on to the other condition, now we are left with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The question says that when 5 is multiplied by x, then the unit digit is 5. Now we will apply the unit digit rule. So 5 multiplied by, where if it is having value 4, so on the unit digit it will have 0. So but since here it is 5, so I can't have the value 4, 5. So 4 is also discarded. Now next is 5 multiplied by 5. So for this the unit digit will be 5, which satisfies our this condition. So I will not cross 5. Now next is 5, this unit digit multiplied by 6. So 6, 5, 30. So unit digit will be 0. So 6 will not take the value of x. Now next is 5 into 7. So 7, 5, 35. So unit digit will be 5. So 7 will be retained. Now next is 5 into 8. So this is 8, 5, 40. Unit digit will be 0. So I can't have the value of x as 8. Now last one is 9. So when I put 9 over here, 9, 5, 45. So here I will be having unit digit as 5. So it satisfies this condition. So I am left with 5, 7 and 9 as the possible values of x. So this corresponds to the set A. So I look for the options where 5, 7. So there are two options. Had it been only one option there, I would have not gone further for calculating the value of B. But now I am stuck between option D and option E. Here the changes are 157 and 159. Now for these 5, 7 and 9, I need to calculate the value of the product and find the hundreds place. So first is 3305 multiplied by 5. So when you calculate it, the value comes out to be 16,525. So for this hundreds digit is 5. So first value it can be is for B is 5. Now the next is 3305 multiplied by 7. So when 3305 multiplied 7, it comes out 23,135. So in this case, hundreds digit is 1. So we can take the value 1 also. Now the last is where it would be revealed the 1515, whether 100 digit is 7 or 9. So multiplying it by 9, I get the value 29,745. So the hundreds digit is 7. So the right option will be option number D, where it is 7, not 9. So option D is the right answer. Very beautifully crafted question by Gmat. This question basically says that how many concepts were used here. One is unit digit concept, multiplicative concept, where multiplication and number of digits, right? And then the finding the 100 digits and the unit digit concept in the multiplication. If you want to make your concepts clear, I recommend you studying 8th, 9th, 10th NCERT books, which can be easily downloaded chapter wise or full book from the NCERT website, and always read between exercises. The written material with the concepts over there will help you make your conceptual foundation strong. If x and y are integers such that x is greater than 2 and less than equal to 8 and y is greater than 2 less than equal to 9, what is the maximum value of 1 by x minus x upon y? Now see, in order to have the value of this to be maximum, we need 1 by x to be maximum and x minus y to be minimum, right? In that case only the whole expression can have its value maximum. Now in order to have 1 by x to be maximum, now x is in the denominator. So for this to be maximum, x should have the value which is its value for the expression, and for 1 by x to be maximum, x should have its value minimum. In that case 1 by x will be maximum, right? So x is in between 3 to 8, right? Both inclusive. So x minimum will be x when x will be 3. So maximum value of 1 by x is 1 by 3. Now in order to have x upon y minimum, we must have its numerator to be maximum, right? So x upon y to be minimum. For this I must have the value of x to be minimum and value of y to be maximum, so that this whole expression will have the value minimum. Or I can say that numerator should be minimum and denominator should be maximum so as to decrease the overall value of x upon y. Now in the given conditions, y can take value from 2 to 9 because there is no equality sign underneath this greater than sign. So for this also it can take value from 3. So the minimum value of x it can take is 3. So 3 upon maximum value of y is, because there is equal to sign also, so that will be 9, or I can say 1 by 3. Now we have calculated 1 by x as 1 by 3 maximum value minus this 1 by 3. So the maximum value it can have is 0. So the right option will be option number B. Now we will do some little bit analysis for this. Now for this case, let us suppose I take a value 1 by 4, or so this will be 0.25, right? But 1 by 3 is 0.33. As you go on increasing 1 by 5, so this will be 0.20, 1 by 6, 1 by 7, 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 is 0.125, right? So the value will be decreasing. So maximum value possible is 0.33, that is 1 by 3. Now for this x upon y, we took the minimum value for x and maximum value as y. Now we will start increasing this value. So let us suppose this is x is having value 4 and this value is 8. So this will become 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 3, 0.33, and this is having value 0.5. So this is greater than this. Now in subtraction, we have been given to find the maximum value of 1 minus x, 1 upon x minus 1 x upon y, and we have established that x upon y should have minimum value. So out of these, minimum value is this, so it is coming from 3 by 9. So for in ratio x, for it to be minimum, x should be, numerator should be minimum and denominator should be maximum in order to minimize the value of x by y. And if x is in denominator, so 1 by x, in order to have it the value maximum out of the set of the given values of x should have the minimum value in order to have 1 by x as the maximum value. Items that are purchased together at a certain discount store are priced at $3 for the first item purchased and $1 for each additional item purchased. What is the maximum number of items that could be purchased together for a total price that is less than $30? See, total price is less than $30 and not equal to $30. So less than $30, I can give maximum value $29.99, right? So as to satisfy this condition that the total price is less than $30. Now for the first purchase, $3 has to be subtracted for first purchase. First product has to be purchased at $3 for the first item. So amount left will be $26.99. Now each subsequent item is purchased at $1 per item. So how many items can be purchased from this? 26, leaving $0.99 in the pocket. So 26 plus 1 will be 27. So total number of items that can be purchased is 27. So right option is option number C. Now let us discuss the scenario where it has been said that what is the maximum when total price is equal to 30. When it is equal to 30, in that case we'll simply minus 3 from it. So one item over here and this divided by 1, total 27 items. So that in that case it would have been 27 plus 1, 28, and right option would have been option D. So it's very important to understand the value of the less than given over here, less than $30, right? But for this specific case, the right option is 27, option C. Thank you for today's lecture. Bye bye. Take care.